I think we should just take a break for a while. I think that, I don't know, just doesn't seem to be working. We should just kind of stay away from each other for a while.
I've been really bored lately. I miss the Brothas a lot.
Yeah, so ever since the Brothers took a break, I've just been stuck in my room, been really bored. I've been playing video games, making TikToks, and I've also been having some really weird dreams.
So yeah, it's been 3 days since the brothers have separated, and it hasn't even been that bad. I found stuff to do on my own. It's not like I need the brothers to keep me entertained or anything. Yeah, and it hasn't been that bad.
Hey, Brothas, I missed you. Whoa, did we just say that at the same time? Wait, are we still doing it?
Forklift driver!
Josh, why did you say that?
Oh, I just wanted to see if we could say it at the same time again, but it didn't work.
But what's the context?
It was just a random thing. See if we could say it. I don't know. Never mind.
I've been so bored. I haven't had anything to do because I've just been doing the same things every single day.
Yeah, me too. I've just been making TikToks and playing games. That's about it.
I've just been sitting on my bed staring at the wall 3 days straight. That's all I've been doing.
You know, though, I actually had the most profound thought the other day. I wanted to tell you guys.
What was it?
I don't know, I forgot it.
Dang.
That reminds me of this crazy dream I had.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was in school and all the students and teachers were me. And I tried to talk to them, but I think they were just ignoring me or they couldn't hear me or something. And then all of a sudden, 2 FBI members busted through the door and they tried to attack me. So I fought them off, and then I took off their masks.
Wait, they were wearing masks?
Yeah, they were wearing masks.
Josh, that is not natural.
It's a dream, it's not supposed to be natural.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Josh, what you're saying is not natural.
Anyway, when I took off their masks, it was you guys.
What? That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
You know what's even weirder is I had a dream that I was the FBI.
Are you serious?
Nah, but that would be crazy, right?
Yeah, it would.
You know what is crazy though? I actually had a dream that was pretty similar to Josh's.
Really?
Yeah. So listen to this, alright?
Uh-huh.
So I was dreaming, right? That I was in school. And that's it.
I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Well, speaking of hungry, I have a pretty crazy story about this time I wanted to make toast.
Alright, let's hear it.
So you know how when quarantine first started, I said I was going to make toast for everybody, since we wanted to make meals for each other?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out I've actually never made toast. So, what I thought is that in the middle of the night, it was probably like a little past midnight, I figured I would try to make toast and have it ready for the morning so that the whole family can eat it. But I didn't really know how to make toast. So I got some bread, right? And I was looking at the toaster, but it's not like the toaster that we used to have when we were kids. It's a toaster oven. And I had never really used it, since I kind of just got back from college. I was like, how the heck do you do this thing? has like a door and like these knobs, and I'm just like, this isn't a toaster. A toaster is when you like push it down and it just goes inside, you know? Back when I used to make Pop-Tarts all the time. So then I was like, well, this won't do. So I was like, what I do know how to use is a real oven. So I open up the real oven and I put the toast in on like this little, you know, little cookie sheet. And I was like, I mean, it should work. It's the same thing. It's just a bigger toaster oven, you know? So I turn on the knobs to, or press the buttons or whatever the heck you do to make, you know, toast and bake stuff. And it turns out that you shouldn't do that because the toast immediately caught on fire. And I was like, and I was like panicking. I didn't know what to do. So I was like, oh, I don't want to wake the family, even though I was kind of like yelling and screaming because I was scared. But I was like, oh, wait, the fire alarm will be way louder than I am. So I was like, oh, I gotta move quick. And I go and I get the fire alarm and I'm unscrewing it and I'm trying to take off the batteries and destroy it so that it won't make any noise. And I do it just in time because right as I take it off and stop the noise, smoke starts piling out of the oven so much. And it was like, oh, I was coughing and I was like, and I was like almost thrown up because I could not breathe at all. The smoke is really bad for your lungs. Don't smoke. But then I was like, uh-oh. And I open up the oven door, and guess what? Flames start shooting up at my face. Wah! And I was like, uh-oh. Hopefully it doesn't burn off my eyebrows since they're so nice. And so luckily they didn't, because I look in the mirror right away, and I'm like, uh-oh. I still got my eyebrows. I don't know why I said uh-oh, though. I was just like, in the moment. So then I was like, what do I do? I don't want to call the fire department because like the fire truck would be super loud and that would wake the family. So then I was like, I go back to my memory and I know that we keep a fire extinguisher at the top of the basement stairs, which is right next to the kitchen. So I go and I take that and I'm like trying to figure it out. I'm like, what do I do? I don't know how to work it. So then I take a hammer that I find that is just sitting around. I start banging it, bang, 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 and I start banging the fire extinguisher until the top just flies off. I don't even know where it went. I think it went inside the oven. But then all of a sudden, this white stuff starts going inside of the oven, and I'm like, oh, what? It's ruining my toast. The fire did go out, so that's a plus. But then I'm looking at my toast, and I bring my toast out, and it's kind of hot, so I'm like, a potato, but it's a toast. So then I look at my toast and I'm like, there's a bunch of freaking white stuff on it. And I'm like, maybe I can just like evaporate it by putting it in the microwave. So I put the toast in the microwave and all the white stuff, you know, starts going and growing to a massive size. And I'm like, uh-oh, this is no good. So then I open up the microwave and I stop it. And I'm like, what do I do now? And then I get an idea. I look at the white stuff that I put in the microwave and it looks pretty tasty. It looks like kind of like an ice cream or like a whipped cream or something, you know? So I stick my finger in and I lick it. Then I passed out. But when I woke up, the kitchen was totally back to normal, as if I was never there.
Wow.
That's a crazy dream.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a dream. I did that. Like I'm saying that's real.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it wasn't a dream.
It actually happened?
Yeah, it was like a couple nights ago. When I had nothing to do, I was like, I'll try to make toast. I don't know who cleaned up the kitchen though.
You sure that wasn't a dream?
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like the other day I was making ambient music in here in the studio, and all of a sudden I started just zoning out. It was like I wasn't even conscious anymore. It was like my subconscious. I was just kind of like free thinking and just like having all kinds of insane thoughts. Like I was sitting there for a while and I was starting to realize I don't know what's real.
What do you mean?
Like there's no proof that anything around me is actually real. Like all I've ever known is everything I've perceived. And how do I know that everything I've perceived isn't part of some simulation or some imagination? How do I know that everything around me isn't a part of my own imagination? Or how do I know that I'm not a part of someone else's imagination?
How do I know that you're not part of my imagination?
How do I know that I'm not a part of my own imagination?
What are you talking about, Josh?
I thought that was natural.
Continue, Jordan.
After that, I started thinking about how not only do I not know that truth of the world about the reality around me, but I realized that, for that matter, no one does. And as long as history's been going on, our ancestors have just passed down the information that they knew. But no one really knows for certain what life is or what this universe is. We've all just grown up in the society and passed on the information that we've gained in a lifetime to the younger ones. And that cycle has just been continuing forever. So no one really knows for sure what we're doing here or what we are.
How do we even know that before we were alive, there even was anything? Like, we had no idea of our existence until we were born. You know, even then, like, our earliest memories are extremely foggy or non-existent altogether.
Think about what it was like before you were born. You can't.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's photograph and video and everything, but like, how do we know that all of that just wasn't created when you were born? When you started existing, everything else started existing. There's no proof. There's no way to prove it. There's only what
Wait
other
a second.
people are saying.
Does that mean that TikTok isn't real?
I wish.
You know, George Orwell predicted that we would all have cameras inside of our homes watching us. But what he didn't predict is that we would be the ones to buy them and install them ourselves.
You know what he also didn't predict? That your older brother would be videoing us during quarantine.
Wow, Josh. Say some more great facts, why don't ya?
Vincent Van Gogh bit off his own ear.
If you had the chance to go to outer space, like go to Mars, would you do it?
If you could have one more meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
If you had to have a third ear, where would you put it?
Do you like the smell of your own farts?
What's the maximum length of time you would dance non-stop?
How have you been spending quarantine? Watching YouTube videos?
Do you have bad breath?
Hola, soy Brady. ¿Cuál es tu episodio favorito? Hey Josh, how much do you weigh?
12 days.
How many days have we been